Alright, so this video, by request, we're going to cover creating subdomains and parent themes, child themes for WordPress. Just want to give you the basics of something that you had asked about was the subdomains. And back here in the file manager, you can scroll down to the domain section and you'll see subdomains and add-on domains. It's definitely your subdomains. Add-on domains are going to be different domains that you can use as long as your cPanel allows that. So let's say I buy a package off GoDaddy and they don't allow any subdomains or add-on domains, I'm sorry. Then I wouldn't be able to create any here. My server does allow add-on domains, so under the cPanel, this user could hypothetically create multiple different websites using multiple different storage points. So a lot of times I don't allow them to do that on my server. As for subdomains, subdomains are super easy. You click on a subdomain. You type in the subdomain name. So for this one, it's our domain would have been newdomain2.com, but as we've seen in the previous video, we do not own that. So we've just been looking at the website using our IP address. So you would go to newdomain2.com if you own that domain. Check out the previous video if you're not really sure what's going on. And as it says up here, this is our domain. Our subdomain, if we typed in support, would be support.newdomain2. So let's just do Alex. And as I click down, it'll say, where do you want the folder and the files to be? Well, public HTML is always where the main stuff is. It just did /Alex for me. I'm going to go ahead and hit create because I'm cool with that. And now, if I were to go to this, if I own that domain and went here, I would have some files. Now, for us, the document root that was typed in there, so let me show you again. I'm going to do support. So it's going to be here, and then we'll be able to access it because it's doing /support. We'll be able to access it. Let's do at the end. It's already got the /, so we're going to go to Alex. And this is where you would find your theme files. So right here, say I put in Tim. I've got nothing there but a folder called Tim. But if I put in Alex, let's just go to Alex. So how do I put theme files in there? Like where's that at now? So if I go back to the home and then the file manager, just go. I see that, well, Tim worked because I had a folder from Tim. Alex worked because I had a folder from Alex. But what if I do Alex 1? Bam, that's not on my server, so I get this nice error. So let's go back to Alex and just make sure we know exactly where we're editing those at. So here's the Alex folder. I can put a whole nother WordPress install in here if I wanted to. But for this case, we're just going to open that folder. We're going to create a new file. And the file reads from an index file. So I'm going to do index.html. You can do index.php. I'm going to do index.html and create a new file. That way, whenever you load this page, it's gonna look for an index file. That's what it's gonna be. It's always index.html. If I'm just doing a custom HTML page, I'm doing a custom PHP page, then vice versa. Whoops. So now, when I reload the page, it's blank. No longer shows what it used to show, and that's because my index folder is blank. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna edit. Put in some wonderful CSS. How about H1 title? This is a test, closing my H1 title. Just some basic HTML CSS. I hit save in the top right hand corner, and now when I refresh that page, I see this is the test and a nice H1 tag, big and bold, predefined, perfect. And that's the gist of subdomains. You can create a whole new WordPress folder in here, our WordPress install in here, or anything that you'd like.